Hello and welcome to the tutorial on addition of 4-digit numbers and ones. Now by ones we mean any digit from 0 to 9. So the addition of 4-digit numbers and ones. We're going to do this using the vertical format. So let's start with our first example. What is 2,474 plus 5? Now you can do this using the horizontal format, the way the question is written, but we are going to do this using the vertical format. The first stage is to rewrite the question from the horizontal format into the vertical format in columns. So let's do that. So we have 2,470. Oops, got that last one wrong. 2,474 plus 5. So let's put the equal sign at the bottom here. Let's label the columns as well. So on the right hand side we've got the units column. The one next to it is the tens column. The one next to that is the hundreds column. And lastly the thousands column. And you know the routine by now. What we do first is we add the column on the right hand side first. That is the units column. So what is 4 plus 5? Now you should know this by now. 4 plus 5 is, that's right, it's 9. So we simply write 9 over here. As for the tens, it's 7 plus nothing, so this remains 7. For the hundreds, it's the same thing. 4 plus nothing is 4. Now we can put a comma here again. 2 plus nothing is 2. And we have our answer. 2,479. Now you don't have to add the comma in, but as we've always said, it's good practice because it separates the thousands and the hundreds from the hundreds and makes it easier to read. This is correct. Now let's try a slightly more difficult example. What is 8,000, let's put a comma here, 647 plus 9. 8,647 plus 9. Now the first stage, let's scroll down a little bit so we've got a bit more room. The first stage is let's write the question down in the vertical format. So let's do that over here. 8,647 plus 9. Now you note I didn't write a comma here between the 8 and the 6. Whether you write one or not is entirely up to you. And on this instance, we're not going to label the columns either. So the first thing we do is we add the column on the right hand side first. That's this one here, the units column. 7 plus 9. So what is 7 plus 9? Let's just put a U here so we know it's the units. 7 plus 9 is, that's right, it is 16. How do we write that down? Well, you know this by now. We put 1 in the tens column and 6 in the units. We've added the units. We're now going to add the tens column. We put a T over here. What do we have in the tens column? We've got a 4 plus, and we don't have, there's nothing else to add over here, but we do have the 1 over here. So we'll just put down 4 plus 1. The answer is 5. As for the next column, the hundreds, well, we've only got 6, we've got nothing here, that remains 6. And for the thousands, again, we don't have anything here, so the 8 remains an 8. And we have our answer. 8,656. So 8,647 plus 9 is 8,656 using the vertical format. And that is correct. Let's scroll back up again. And that is how we do addition of 4-digit numbers and ones using the vertical format. The first stage in learning how to add larger numbers.